Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play some GeoGuessr, except today we're not actually going to play GeoGuessr, we're going to talk GeoSetter. So GeoSetter was introduced to me by Nio117. I didn't know about it until this person commented on the video saying, hey, check it out, you can make your own. And I thought, boy, that would be kind of cool. So we're going to do one today. This will be the video. It's not going to be very long, but I'm going to talk my way through what I would like to see in a challenge. Now, I'm going to post this challenge link in the description. So if you want to play my challenge, stop watching right now. But the only hint that you're going to get is that it is not in Niles, Illinois. That's not where we're going to start. We're going to move it. Okay, you gone? All right, all of you guys that are left, you've either already played the challenge or you are interested in seeing how this goes and don't care about where the challenge starts. So let's talk through GeoGuessr. First off, let's talk about GeoSetter. How do we use this page? It is very simple. I have zoomed way into this. It's using less than half of my screen on a 1080p monitor, so it's a very minimalistic interface, and it's not intuitive. Well, it wasn't intuitive to me right away, because what I did is I'm like, oh, I want to go down to Africa. Click, 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 click. Nothing's going on. What's going on? So I finally searched it. You got to move this bad boy. So I don't know if you could put him back away. No, you can't put him away and then bring him out, but you move him around and you get to different. That's kind of pretty, actually. Chicago, nice. You bring him around to various places, and based on how you twist this, that's where you're going to first see the camera. So our goal, that's not even, is this like a bike path? Wow, I didn't even know you could do that. Okay, so, your goal is then to move him around, or, her, I mean, let's not be gender biased here, and to different locations around the world. Now, when you pick this character up, you'll notice that there's gaps. So I can't go way up here. That doesn't exist. But as we found out, we can go to Greenland. We can go to Iceland. We can go to all these different places where there is blue. So we're going to do that. Some of the ways that I'm thinking about this have been, well, thus. One, I like a challenge that brings me to different locations throughout the world. I don't like to be too cordoned into one location. Two, I don't mind a really challenging guess. Stick me out in the middle of the nowhere. It's not a problem so long as eventually I can get to somewhere that will give me a good clue. So it's not fun, and I don't think it'd be fun to create a challenge where I'm just in the backwoods Australia for the entire time. I mean, that's brutal. I want people to have the chance. A good mix of 5. There should be some easy and some hard. Now, when you play GeoGuessr itself, I assume it's completely random. And it may be, it may not be. I mean, well, it's not truly random because there is no true random, but that's a discussion for another show. But in this one, we can plan it out. So we want to try and create an entertainment experience for the people that are going to play our challenge, so that way they can enjoy themselves. We don't want them to be frustrated like, I am half the time in Russia. Russia's not a problem either. You could be in Russia, but you just don't want to be in Russia, then Brazil, then Australia, then Russia, and South Africa for good mix, right? Because it's very tough to find these locations, so you need some gimmies. Now, a gimme, I hate to say gimme, you just need one that's a little more in a bigger civilization, so it's easier to find out. Is this Americentric? For me, absolutely. So for me, certain places in America are easier. At the same time, I know a lot of places in Europe. I know a lot of places in Eastern Asia, so that's easier for me. But we got to do some things, like the one challenge where I ended up at the end of the world down in Argentina. Spoiler alert, sorry. Oops. That was awesome, right? It was not easy to figure out. Where were we? We were down here somewhere. I don't even remember exactly. But I picked somewhere way at the bottom. Well, wherever it was. It was right down here. It was way down in Ushuaia. That was cool because we could scroll way down. There we were. We were in here somewhere. That was really neat. It was not easy, but there were plenty of clues to help you if you were willing to take the time to search. And that's one of the things I like. I'm going to create a challenge with this one, and I may do, some of these I don't know if I'm going to do it once a week, but every now and again, create a new challenge. And I like these challenges not for speedruns. These are, let's take our time. All right. That's part of the reason I'm doing this right now too. If you watch GeoGuessr 15, not 15, GeoGuessr 16, you'll see that There's time limits now, and it's broken. The match challenges, when you set no time limit, it actually sets a time limit of 10 minutes and 10 seconds. So it may be fixed by the time you're watching this, because I have tweeted to them and said, hey, this is broken. Let's go. And so it's frustrating for me right now. If I'm going to do a time challenge, I'm going to do a time challenge. But if I'm not, I want to take 15 minutes on a guest sometimes if it's necessary, because that's what I like to do. So far, none of my episodes have gone longer than 35 minutes by using that technique. So why am I going to worry about it? I'm not, except it frustrated me because one of them would have ran long. And so I got 0 points, which, it's the points for me. It's not just the journey, although it should be. Okay, so let's create this. I would like to do, let's see. We have 6 known continents, right? Because I don't think there's GeoGuessr in Antarctica. Oh my God, there is. Well, that immediately makes me think, let's go to Antarctica for one of them. So we might. So there's GeoGuessr on all 7 continents. All right. So we only get 5 rounds, though. So we've got to limit it ourselves. And for this first one, I'm sorry, Africa, I'm skipping you. For the same reason, Australia, you're out. It's not because necessarily that they're harder. It's that they're both so similar that to find a really good location, I think would be tougher. I want to try and find a good location in Russia. So I will try, I think maybe Russia is one of them. I now kind of really want to use Antarctica as one, just to throw it in there. Maybe the third guess. And then, something in North America, because it's like, close to home, close to heart, all that business. And then maybe something in South America. So I am from Michigan, and I kind of want to put one somewhere in there. And the location I'm thinking of might be a little bit tougher if you're not. Well, no, I mean, I think it'll be okay. So let's come down into Michigan. We're going to go right into here. And we're going to move our little guy along. Wow, that's actually the terminal at Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County. Metropolitan Wayne County Airport. Wayne County Metropolitan. I don't know, Detroit Metro. This is underneath the runway, I believe. It's a really long tunnel that you can really go through. You can't move around in it, though. Is this name here is Andrew Gallagher. Is that who took the picture? It must be. That's really cool. This would be impossible if you've never been to that airport. I mean, absolutely impossible. But if you've been to the airport, it's really easy because it is distinctive, as you can see. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's not what I was going for, but that's pretty cool. We're going for Ann Arbor. I lived in Ypsilanti for some time. Actually, let's see, this is somewhere here-ish. And now that I think about it, it's really tempting to use a location in Ypsilanti. I would like to go along Washington Avenue. Eastern Michigan. I went to Eastern Michigan, so that's why I know about this. This is where I kind of would like to start. If you know this area, you know what I'm going for right now. So we're going to start here, and we're going to look down the road there. We're going to start here. We're on Washington Avenue. That's Eastern Michigan right over there. There's good signage. If you start here, it gives you the iconic view of the water tower. It is one of the most iconic looking water towers in the entire world. I will leave it to your imagination what we're looking at. But it means a lot, especially to the students at Eastern Michigan. There are many different myths and legends that relate to the water tower, but it's very old. It's in the town of Ypsilanti. Ypsilanti is named after a Greek general that helped, I believe, in the Revolutionary War, but it may have been one of the later wars. I don't know for certain. But it's a nice location, and if we zoom out here just even a little bit, you can see it's a Michigan State Road, so you'll see the Michigan State Road sign, I think actually by Hewitt when you go this way. If you come around here, you'll see Eastern Michigan University, so you'll get the Michigan part right away. And you could just be bored and plunk down, but this one could get you a lot of points. If you know Michigan, oh, well, shoot, it's in Michigan, then you can look a little closer. If you go down into Depot Town, it'll say Depot Town. I think it says Ypsilanti as well, so that helps you out even more. But then if you go back just this way, you hit a United States highway, Interstate 94. Oh, hello. Yeah, hi. I just got attacked by my cat. I didn't really feel like closing the door for this one. This is a little less. So this is pretty good. People will stand a fair shot at getting this. Plus, it looks like a little small town America, and it just gets the view in. So this is what first round's going to be. All right, now we're going to zoom way out. We've done Michigan. Now let's go across. Let's go to my nemesis, Brazil. All right, so what would I want to see in Brazil? I'd want to see something. Oh, Colombia would actually be kind of tempting. I know people from there. I want to see something. Well, now that I know this, I know it can't be up in the Amazon. something that will be a little touristy, but not necessarily in the heart of Rio. So something that's going to get me, oh, that's beautiful, but not helpful because I'm not on a road. I want to do something in a town that has nice architecture, but it's going to give me some signs. That's not helpful because I'm on a plaza, so I got to really squeeze in. This might be the place where we go. Maybe we're going to do a school GeoGuessr. That'll be maybe the theme. Everything will be by a university. So let's move this in close to university. We'll be on the MG353. Okay, so we're starting in a roundabout. That's not horrible, but I don't want to be on the MG353 because that seems like it's a little too easy. So what I'm going to do instead, whoa, cat, careful. I'm going to start here. So I get this urban environment, right? Oh, I'm right by a taxi. Now the problem is that these windows this is the size. You can't zoom in at all. All right, that might help get some people along the way, but I don't think that's going to be horrible. We're going to start people, though, looking this way. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. So here's our Brazil thing. If you get to the MG353, then you know the MG, that's going to get you that province. So what province are we in? I don't even know what it's called. Starts with MG. I have to really get back here. Minas Gerais, which is huge. Right? So even though you get that MG53, you may not realize that you're that close down to the state of Rio and going to Rio de Janeiro. But it's going to be an interesting thing. And I think you can get there. So if you're here facing away, all you do is you turn around. Or you're going to find the Universidade Federal de Juiz de Fora, which may be something that will help you out. Or you get to there and you're thinking, let's go the other way. So there's a big opportunity here. Right? I kind of want to do this thing, and then, like, 3 weeks from now, do this, try it and see if I can actually get it. So that's where I'm going to be for round 2. Okay. Round 3. This is where I'm going to throw in Antarctica. I have to, because if there are penguins down here, my wife would kill me for not actually putting it down there. So we're going to come just to this spot. This is probably the only spot we're going to get. Oh, I can get this one too. So let's look here. Oh, no, wait. That one was right in Penguins. Penguin City, man. So you're going to think Antarctica, but Antarctica is huge. I can actually move along this. This is amazing. So you see all these people right there playing with the penguins. They are safely blurred, so that's good. Google Street View did the right thing. But just to make my wife happy, we're going to go right at the penguins. So this is going to be our starting image right here. In that direction. I don't know if it'll be this zoomed in, but you're at least going to have the little penguins going around. She's going to love that. All right, so we're in Antarctica. Now, after we get Antarctica, that's kind of a... Oh, there's another one spot down here. There's a couple of places for Antarctica. Interesting. Let's do one in Europe. Actually, let's do our Russia run fourth. And the reason I do this is because Russia's going to be very tough, right? So we're going to have the Antarctica one, which you're going to be like, oh, awesome, it's in Antarctica. Holy crap. Then we're going to have Russia. We're going to give them some good clues to try and find out where Russia is. And then we'll bring it on home with something in Scandinavia because it's not GeoGuessr if you're not in Scandinavia. So let's do something up by St. Petersburg. All right. This is sort of appropriate. In my EU4 campaign, I am playing Russia, and I have this area. So let's try something, I don't know, here-ish. We're going to do something off the way, but still close enough that we can get to whatever road this is. It's not the A128. This perimeter loop has no road number. Okay, that'll be tougher then. Let's go down closer to the M18. And this way we can travel to get toward the M18. Now this is perfect because the first thing you're going to see is snow. That's awesome. Oh, there's no snow in this view. Let's see here. Yeah, that's not going to be helpful. I need to get onto a road. So we're getting onto this road. That's nice because it gives you some of the old things. Look, that streetcar. You've got a lot of options here. How far do we have to go to get to the M18? Not very. And I'm going to point you in the right direction. So I'm pointing towards the M18. The chances are good that you're going to get there. You'll notice the Cyrillic. And then you'll have the shot at trying the M18. Now, unless you know the M18 is in St. Petersburg, though, that's not going to help you much because it's just another Russian road. So there may not be some great options in here, but there's the hope, right? So we're going to set round 4. Now the last road, we're going to bring home either to Scandinavia or I'm going to be in the United Kingdom. I kind of like the United Kingdom, so that's sort of what I want to feel. And I think it'd be nice to have a British thing. Huh, Stonehenge, nice. Nice random thing. It'll be good to see somebody driving on the left because that'll bring it down a little bit. And we're going to go kind of by Canterbury because it's not large. Well, I don't want to be in the actual... Come on. I want to be on the road. I don't want to be in the actual place there. Let's go down to the A2. And let's see. That's a very small place by the A2. That's sort of tempting because if I'm right on this intersection, this junction here, Dennington Road is the A28. This is going to be tough. I mean, you're going to know you're in Britain almost immediately, but that one seems like it's a little too tough for how I want to end this. I'd like it to be a little bit better. Oh my goodness, you are fine. Seriously. Cats, man. I love them, but yikes. Hush. Let's actually go to Dover. Alright, here we are at the White Cliffs of Dover. And I don't want this smaller place because I can't move from here. We're going to be on the A20. That's going to be right by a sign. So if I go down this road and I turn around, what sign do I see? Is it going to tell me right away that I'm in Dover? Yeah, that's too obvious. So we can't do that. Okay, that's way too obvious. We've got to come down like to here. So this is great. We'll find out which side of the road you're on. If they go in either direction, they're going to get a bigger clue. But the proper choice is go the other way. But this is where we're going to be. So we've now set all 5 rounds. I will copy that conveniently. So it says, yeah, you can't see that. Here's the link. Okay, thanks. So I could take that, cut and paste it. I'll go right into my note sheet right now. So all you're going to get is, these are all the seeds. If you want to play all my challenges, this is how I organize everything. I'm a bit of an organizational freak. So there we go. That just looks like that for now. Wow, no, it actually did cut it. I don't want that. So delete that. Delete these 3. And we'll actually go into this and then paste. There we go. It's not a link now, but that's okay. Life goes on. I can make it a link. It's still not a link, but that's okay. I'll copy and paste it. It'll work like a link. Does it not know how to go all the way to the end? If I still select it, yeah, it's okay. I'm just going to test this here. We're going to go back to GeoGuessr. And we're going to come back to Sheets. All right, it's still all in there. Because I would hate to lose this. That would be really, really sad. So much so that I'm going to put this into another document. But you don't really need to see that. So that's GeoGuessr. And that's how I'm thinking about working it, right? So hopefully you had already done the challenge before you looked at this, and it was kind of interesting to you. Now you see kind of the mindset that I go through when I create a challenge. And I might do some more of these. You know, please bring in all the challenges to me. I like hearing challenges. My cat loves them too. You can tell just by all of his meow. Yeah, there it is. And I'll create some for you guys, right? And we'll share it out. And this will be what I do during those videos. So, you know, if you see a 20-minute GeoGuessr video, either I'm really, really great or I'm doing a GeoGuessr. So either way, that's what we have today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like button. It really does help. Consider subscribing to stay updated to the channel. And until next time, cheers.